So, something that happened today was that I watched this video about a person who was complaining about the fact that AI is destroying our lives. And to some extent, I do agree with that. But I feel like that's just hopelessness, and that's just us looking at it from the perspective of making money, or like not really looking realistically at what people want, because what people want at the end of the day is connection and deep, um, that deep sort of like interconnectedness that we might want to feel, and we want to be a part of the community. Like we want to have humans around us. We're not looking for AI content. What I mean, at least I am not looking for AI content at all. When I'm going on internet, it's mostly to figure out what other people are doing, like how other human beings are living their lives and how they're managing their work, and what sort of routine they have, and what sort of tricks they're using to manage their psychology, and how they're actually dealing with AI even. All of that. I do not care about some sort of video that has been made by the script that's been written by AI, and also the visuals are just random pictures by AI, and everything written in it by AI. All of that just makes me feel like I want to just throw up. Really, to be honest with you, it's like I don't know how people love watching those content. I don't feel like there's even an ounce of truth to any of it, because it sounds logical. You know what AI does? It comes up with a script that sounds logical and you agree with it, and at the end of the day, it's not about you knowing about something in an informative, or having the information available to you, because we all know what we have to do and why we have to do it. Deep down, I think we all have that knowledge. What we don't have is the inspiration that only comes from connection with other people, and being in that community, and feeling that deeper sort of interaction with another human being. That's what we lack. It's not that we cannot do this stuff on our own and we need to look at what other people are doing so that we figure out what to do. No, in fact, we actually know what to do. We just don't know how to make ourselves really interested in that, because when you look at somebody else being enthusiastic about something, it really seeps into your own soul as well, just by looking at that person, just by being close to that person, just by listening to what they have to say about whatever subject or field you're interested in. So it's not really taking our job. It's not really replacing us. I don't think there's gonna be any point in our lives that we would be binging content by AI all the time and not looking for that deeper connection, because I don't see it in myself. And if I don't see it in myself, I'm a human being and I'm like any other human beings, and I think every other human being will actually feel the same way, because we all have that internal need for this this longing for somebody else to resonate with, somebody else that can have the same interest in whatever we're interested in. Because you don't feel you don't feel that fulfillment when you're listening to AI telling you something. You feel that fulfillment and deep sensation of satisfaction, or being calmed down when another human being is also sharing the same experience, and they're also suffering from the same thing that you're suffering from. So those things are always going to be there. We're not going to get rid of it. Okay, content is not going to be all the production of AI. That's just, I don't see a world in which we would be only using AI for creative stuff. I think creativity will have a very strong rise again, and it would be a very strong movement that people will also follow, and even as a consumer they would endorse it, and they would feel like it's the right thing to do, because at the end of the day, why do we have like people playing chess? Because computers can play chess, but people are different, right? People, there's some sort of joy that we drive from that competition, or that like measurement of us against us, you know, like we trying to figure out which one of us is like better than at this particular game, which one of us has like much more skills and they've practiced much more. Like that sort of thing is always going to remain. I don't think we're gonna get rid of that. I don't think that like at some point in the future people are gonna like love the fact that they're watching a movie that has been written and also like made the visuals of by AI. Like I don't see a future like that. Maybe some sort of like movies that are like so brilliantly made. Maybe at some point that'll happen. But I feel like at any rate, even then, even if the quality is so good that you cannot compare it with a human being's like production, I think even then we will crave that like realistic sort of style of a movie, even if the movie that has been made by AI is realistic. You know, we want to like figure out the you know story behind the film. You know, we want to like figure out how they made it, or like what was the motivation behind it. We want to know if this is like something that has come out of a brain of a human being and like it's meaningful to them, you know. We want to know if it's like something that they value, and if it's something that they want to spread the message around, because that is all humanity, you know. It just cannot be given away to some sort of machinery and, you know, technology. I don't have that belief personally, but I feel like maybe some people are feeling disappointed and, you know, distressed and helpless because jobs are jobs are being replaced by AI, and people are using a lot of ChatGPT for even writing books, which is so annoying to me. You know, books written by AI. I mean, like, I wouldn't read that book at all. Like, I would never, ever, if I knew, like, that it has been written by AI, which is so, like, it's obvious, because if people have been writing that book, if there's, like, a human being behind it, you're probably gonna figure it out, because a human being will talk about their raw experiences, right? A human being will try to, like, give their account of whatever disaster they've been trying to like overcome, and that is not what AI can do for you. So I'm just telling you that let's just give a give the fear mongering a rest, you know. Let's just be a little bit more calmer in this situation, because I don't think it's the end of the world. I don't think it's the end of creativity. I would never ever think that would be a future in which we're gonna reside, because we have much more to offer than just like a product of technology. We have much more that we need to get from human beings, you know, like the interaction, the link, the connection is never ever gonna get outdated, you know. That's just, I don't think there's gonna be a world like that, at least not a human world. Maybe an alien world, but yeah. So don't be disillusioned by it. Don't be, you know, extremely disappointed, because it is not what you think. Maybe some people are taking advantage of it. Maybe they're like using it to make a ton of money, and you know, just taking spots that are not theirs, just making people go out of business just because like they're using this technology as a replacement for people that have the skill or something like that. But at the end of the day, I mean, the best thing that could possibly, you know, like remain for us is this connection, you know, talking through the media and being able to like give accounts of our own experiences and try to like make other people feel validated, and also like feel like they're not alone in whatever they are going through. And that's probably gonna be like a very bright future, because we have also like access to technology and stuff. So I'm just here to tell you, don't freak out. Do not get down by this. Do not be low in your mood, because this is not going to replace you. You'll find creative ways to break through this and make adjustment based upon this development, and you'll figure it all out. We're all gonna be in this together, like, we're just gonna figure it out at the end of the day. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about this because it's been on my mind ever since I glanced at this new technology, and I felt very terrified. Actually, in the beginning, yeah, I was like terrified out of my own skull. It didn't make sense. But then again, I came around and I figured it might not be as bad as I think, as bad as I initially thought. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching, not watching, listening. I will talk to you next time, like I always do. So